Look at that battle droid, awesome. You're looking at two battle droids there, back to back, the old and the new. The new one obviously has now got weathering on his head, but anyway, this is my re-review of VC78. Boom. Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one, and I'm in the loose room for a reason, because I'm going to get some stuff loose very shortly. So here we are. This is very new stuff in the vintage collection, but it's new and it's old at the same time. This is the re-release stuff, and a lot of it I wasn't going to do because I've already done it, but I want to do it again because they are different. So I've obviously reviewed the battle droid. First thing I want to say about these cards is that when I opened them, I was just so pleased to see that they've really narrowed down the bubbles. So I bought a few more of these recently. I want to get another one of this guy loose. I think I'm going to start on the battle droid. That's what this episode's going to be. Talk about him in a minute. But also I want to get this guy loose. I've never had him and I've just found a space for him on here. In fact, I've actually just made Natalie Portman standalone. With her, I used to have him, this figure here, not with his lightsaber on, just sort of like standing, because this is a terrible, if you look at his face, it's not really like Hayden Christensen. That no way near as good as Hayden as that one is. Look at that one. So I used to have him because I do like this figure. I like the softy goods there. So I had him sort of standing with her. But it's not right that he's stood with her in that attire. It could be, but it's better if he's wearing some Naboo attire, you know, peasant attire. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be opening him at some point soon. But for now, I would like to re-review the battle droid. Again, I've covered these figures in my quick shots. A lot of people have found my channel because of the quick shots. But this is a different figure. And also, you know, when I did most of my quick shots, I was filming with a camera and it was only 720. This is in 1080p, this, so we're in better quality. So anyway, so let's talk about this. So the first time I opened this and got it out of the packaging, my first thought was, man, they've carbonized him. They've done exactly whatever they do when they carbonize figures. And I thought he looked almost a little bit, you know, actually made him look more plasticky than metal. But actually I take that back now, because one thing I did was I looked at and I only noticed this a couple of days ago, when you look at the original one, he's got it as well. Look at that shininess on him, but it's a bit more subtle. They've maybe painted it or applied it differently. The only thing is that you must notice about the original battle droid is on his head, and this goes back to when I used to watch Fly Guy videos, his head hasn't got anything on it. I remember him saying, Fly Guy, I'm pretty sure Scottish Fly Guy said, why haven't they done any paint applications on the head? So yeah, that's the original. So this is what this series is going to be about. Obviously, I'm not going to do another episode of the quick shots because I've already covered this guy in the quick shots. And then I will be doing things like this, putting them side by side, not only carded, but, you know, loose as well. So this is the new one, and I'm changing my mind on this guy. He is pretty much, there's the other one there. He's got that silver touch up there. He's got a bit of shine to him. I thought he had dirt on him, dirt and grime, but I'm not sure if he does. They look so similar. I think it was because of the room I was in. When I first opened him and unboxed him, see, he's now got it on his head, and rightly so. So well done for that, Hasbro. So I'm not quite sure why he did. Look at that, he didn't have it there. I was in a room with natural light coming in, and it really set off the sparkle. It really did. It made it look, I don't know if it's because we've got carbonized figures on our mind, we've just had a lot of them delivered. But see, look at that angle there, you look at him, he looks like he's covered in sugar, or ice and sugar, you know what I mean? Streaky, silver, varnishy, but, you know, hey ho, he's not out of the packaging yet, so we'll soon find out. So there you are. So join me for these videos. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do Anakin, I'm also even going to take a look at that Maul there. I really fancy getting that loose, actually. I bought these again recently. I wasn't going to buy another one of him. I was going to keep him carded, and then I was like, well, you have him loose. Where is he? Where's my man? My favourite Maul figure. He may even be here on the wall of Sith. Yes, indeed he is. Where are you? There you are. Great figure, that. But the actual head sculpt looks fantastic. In fact, speaking of updated head sculpts, here she is. Now that is a really, I mean, I don't really wish to buy her again, but that facial sculpt is massively improved. My God, that's good actually. Look at that. That's Natalie Portman. That's amazing. That's so good. Look at that, is a massive improvement. Look, if I go and find her here, where is she? Where are you, Natalie? Oh, yeah, she's on the end here. Now look at this one. I'm sorry, that looks nothing. That could be her decoy. She looks so unlike her. Terrible, isn't it, that? But you know what? Doesn't matter, I don't have her. If I ever see her, I'll be picking her up for the right price. If she's on clearance or something. Right, okay, let's get down to this business here of the battle droid. So I've got him out of the packaging. I didn't film that because I wanted to be very careful and concentrate. As you can see, the most notable difference is obviously that's unpunched, and this was never ever unpunched. It's always factory punched. The new figures, so it saves the hassle of having to worry about having it punched or unpunched. They give you no choice. So there's nothing in it. The card backs are bang on the same except for obvious differences. And I think I've already showed you them in the bubble, but one more time. As you can see, there's no weathering or anything on the head there. A little bit of gloss. The accessories are on the side there, whereas this guy has the accessory on the back. I want to look at the bubble width as well. As I said, I think I said before, that very noticing when I opened my, when I opened this case, I think it's great. I think they should be narrow like that. It screams aloud Kenner of yesteryear, that, the bubbles were always kind of like very distinct and narrow, and then they obviously made that fiasco of making super-sized bubbles back in 2018. Bruh. The Kylo Ren wave and all of that. Terrible. What were they thinking? What were those guys smoking when they came up with that? So anyway, before I continue, I've got him out. I will set him up in a minute. So you can get a first look at him there. Look, he's very shiny, isn't he? But I like it. I like the fact that at least the weathering and the metallization, whatever is balanced. And then obviously I'd like to get one of this guy off. These, both of them, I think I opened one off a card back. It was a battered card I got on eBay, and then the other one I think I bought loose. But still, I get this guy, he's standing. Like the way I've got him, I wanted to just at least showcase what you can do with that figure. The articulation means that you can have him just like that. All I need is an MTT and hundreds more of these. I think it's an MTT. You know the one I mean. I think my mate Mike's got it. You've got it, Mike. He's probably got about 3 of them in his lockup, but who knows. Anyway, so let's get this guy ready. Let's see. Backpack just came flying off, but that doesn't matter. I will really pay more attention to this guy than the other. I'll try and put them side by side. Look at that articulation's fantastic. Is that a swivel? No, it's not. I like battle droids. I prefer them, the voices of them in Phantom Menace, and how they subsequently became a little bit comedic. Wow, what are you doing? Wow. You know what I mean? They were a bit more monotone. My team are ready to search the swamps for these rumored underwater villages. They will not stay hidden for long. Anyway, there you go. Brilliant, all set up. I love battle droids. Really good. Look at that guy. He does look weird now, that fella, with no weathering. If I just keep the camera nice and still, it means that you can just drink it in. The guy on the right does look weird now with no... but then again, they do have that kind of finish to them. Not plastic, but almost like it's some kind of a polycarbonate armour. I don't know what to describe it as. I always preferred them when they just had the one antenna on. You can't see what I'm talking about. Hang on a minute. See, I haven't taken that out yet. I prefer them when they haven't got the backpack. They just look a little... If I move him out the way, this is how I display my other one. Just the antenna. I think they look really clumsy with the backpacks, and you know what happens to them afterwards. It's almost like they need that backpack to, have communication with the mothership. So they're a hindrance as opposed to them being independent. Look at him, he's really good. I like it. The eyes are a bit more subtle, they're not as dark. It's a definite update, that's for sure. I think I'll keep the backpack on. See, as though he's like that now. Let's just try and get this off, but yeah, it does come with that, which is, identical. So I'll put that in the accessories box. And that is it. I might give them a spin. Bear with me. Just look at that. I really do like this guy. Look at the streaks of him. Fantastic. It's like a wash, like a dirt wash, but it's metallic. Very similar to the carbonization. I don't change my mind on that. It probably is the same process. I don't know, but anyway. And there they are now, back to back. This is the new guy facing us. and the old guy is just behind. So great figures, really delicate as well. When I was just feeling that plastic, they're just so well made, these figures, really good. I remember when I first saw this in a Forbidden Planet. In fact, you know what? The Phantom Menace wave was the first time I ever knew about the existence of the vintage collection. And when I was in Forbidden Planet, I remember looking at him thinking, "Man, you're not getting that much plastic in there," but they're still made. They do the job. I'm thinking about getting rid of all my other ones because these are better scaled. Don't forget what George Lucas said, you know. Jedi go through them like butter. Whatever. Really good. Really happy with that. I've got these other ones as well. I do use them for army building purposes, but what annoys me about them is that they're in the background. These guys are in the foreground, and because these guys are bulkier, they don't work so well in the background, if that makes sense. Because, you know, force perspective, they should be smaller in the back. Anyway, that's just, you know, a bit of extra information if you want to know about my mind when it comes to how I have these figures displayed. So there we are, a re-release of the Battle Droid. Very pleased with it. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Oh, I've almost forgot to say, if you look in the background here, I've now got a new stand for the Falcon there, look at that. I'm actually on the table. This table comes from IKEA actually. Excuse all that mess there, I just did an opening of that the other day, but this came from IKEA, this tabletop. It does look nice with the Falcon on top of that, but I just did a bit of rearranging in my house and I kind of brought this used to have a television on that, but it looks great. And there you are. So there you go. Work in progress all the time. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed it, do hit the like button. Of course, don't forget to do that. And subscribe if you are new around here. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.